So today we will start the SEC 1 paper for semester 1 students. In this paper you will have 5 questions carrying 20 marks each. So 5 into 20 is 100. The first 20 marks will be CV writing, where they will give you an ad for which you have to write a CV. In this case you can see that you have to write a CV of an interior designer. So the first thing you will do is give the heading curriculum vitae, mention your name. In this case I have written Rai Datta, and the address from which you belong, your email address, your phone number and your LinkedIn profile. You can just give your name by giving the website, that is linkedin.com/in. Then you have to write about your objective, that what you want to do, what your goals are. Okay, just be creative and elaborate these topics. Just remember the points that are mentioned here and elaborate it accordingly to the question. So first is your objective, that what you want to do. Next is your professional experience, that from where have you worked in the past. Okay, just elaborate it as much as you can. Then is your educational qualification. You can start from class 12 to the present. Then the skills that you have developed, your skills that are required, that makes you eligible for this job. Okay, under this you will also have the certifications, the certificates that you have, your professional affiliations, like if a part of any group or a club, just be creative and mention some of these. And at the end is there is the application details, and always be enthusiastic regarding this. In this case I have written that I am excited about the opportunity. Application enclosed. I look forward to the possibility of discussing my application further. And then you have to write, you have to mention the box, as it's a CV, so you are dropping it. So you have to just mention the ad number, that is 4230, and the newspaper from which you have seen the ad. That's it. That's about CV writing. Next you have meeting minutes, which is an elaborative version of notice writing. The question will be given to you like this. I have just taken the 2023 question paper. So you can see that a Students' Council General Body meeting shall be held on 3/8/2023, mentioning a time at 11:30 am in the council room to discuss the following agenda. Meeting minutes is nothing but just elaborating these agendas. They have given 5 agendas. So just you have to elaborate these 5 agendas and that's it. But make sure that it is at least 3 to 4 pages, because it carries 20 marks. So you have to write at least 3, or it's better if you write 4 pages actually. The first thing is that give a heading, meeting minutes, and I will mention the college, ABC College. Then the Students' Council meeting, date, time, venue, and be creative and mention the imaginary attendees, also their designation. In this case I have written, I have made someone president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, cultural head, sports head, academic coordinator, public relations officer, event manager and volunteer coordinator. So you can just use the same designations or be creative and write accordingly. Then there comes the agenda, which is given in your question paper. See, A, B, C, D, E. This agenda should also be in your answer. The first one is confirmation of previous minutes. Any previous meeting that has been held before, we have to be creative and mention an imaginary date before this meeting. Next one is matters arising out of the minutes, that what have you planned during your past meetings and what was decided in the later ones. Who were elected to be the main members of the committee and what were finalized. Election of class representatives, how the nominations were opened, what were the deadlines, and the election results as well. So it is all about how creative you can get, and just elaborate it as much as you can. Then is that how you have organized, or what is the objective of organizing a blood donation camp on the occasion of Independence Day. Is miscellaneous, which is any other important things that could be included. during the meetings or in the future events. And at the end the meeting by giving adjournment. The meeting was adjourned at 12:30 p.m., which is the end of the meeting, and you being the secretary, or you can write an imaginary name as well, secretary, mentioning Secretary Vikram Singh. In this case I have written. And at the end, the date of the minutes preparation. That's it. For the PDF of these solutions, you can just check the link in the comment section. You will find all the PDFs. Next, we have email writing. Email is also one of the most easiest part. So the question I have taken is, write an email to a customer confirming an order. Okay, so you are not the customer. Always understand this, that you have to confirm an order of a customer. You are the manager, the customer relations manager. Company's name, give an address and your website as well. So the first is from, and then is to the customer that you are sending the email, his address and his email address as well. Subject of the email according to the question. In this case it is order confirmation. And then mention the date that the order was placed, thanking the customer. Next point is the order details, an imaginary order number, date, items that they might have ordered, the subtotal including the shipping charges and the total amount. Next, you have the shipping information, the detailed address that the customer has provided, and about the payment confirmation, the payment method and the transaction ID. You have to be creative. There is nothing to mug up in this paper. Then you have customer support, additional information and thanking the customer at the end. Just be as elaborative and descriptive you can be. So we finished 3. Now it is letter writing, the 4th one. Of complaint to the bank manager. Write a letter of complaint to the branch manager of XYZ bank regarding a case of unauthorized withdrawal of money from your account. So first is from, your address, and to the bank manager, the bank address, date and the subject. Dear sir, madam. You can also use respected sir or madam, because I think dear is a bit more informal. In the first 2 or 3 paragraphs, just introduce yourself and how this incident has occurred. Mention the date and the amount. Just be more creative and add as much points as you can. You know how you trust the bank, how it has been a great relationship between you and the bank, but it has been completely destroyed with this incident, despite you being very careful about your stuffs. Just be more elaborative, and how that the transaction has occurred multiple times. Like I have mentioned here, the first unauthorized transaction occurred on January 10, then on January 12. Like this, you can just elaborate on various points. Be creative, take your time in the exam paper, because it's an unseen paper. How I'm elaborating the information that I have, and how I can be more creative. Just read more, just read newspapers, and that's it, and see the format, that how it is going through. You can check the PDF in the comment section. The last 20 marks question is report writing. I've taken the question, write a newspaper report on a fire accident and rescue operations in a multi-stored residential building. Give a catchy heading like fire tragedy strikes Shanti Nivas. I have just imagined this apartment according to the question. Then give the date, and always give highlighted points, like the incident unfolds, emergency response, casualties and injuries, investigation launched, how the community responded, what were the actions taken by the government, how can we solve or prevent such type of incidents to happen in the future, what were the reaction of the people, and at the end conclusion. That's it. It's a very simple paper and a very scoring paper. If you just follow a particular format and be creative through your writing, give spaces while you write, use paragraphs, make paragraphs, give subheadings, highlight subheadings with the other, always use 2 pens, highlight the subheadings, attractive to the examiner, And that's it, the 520 marks question. It's a very easy paper, and I am sure that if you could just follow the basic formats and go through the notes, I think you will find yourself in a better place. It's a very easy paper, and I wish that you all get at least 60 or above 60 in this paper. Just be creative, be calm, and write as much as you can. That's all I can say. And for the PDF, you can check the comment section. Thank you.